Okay, so obviously I'm in the store. It is the long weekend here in Canada. The first sort of long weekend kicks off the summer. It's Victoria Day, which is weird because even in England they don't celebrate Queen Victoria's birthday. So I still don't know why we do it here in Canada, part of our colonial past, I'm guessing. But I am never, those few bikes, I am never going to turn down or question holiday. So yeah, it's also quickly known as the May 2-4 weekend because Canadians love our beer and will name anything after beer, even though it's May 21st. It doesn't get to the 24th. Again, not, I'll take the holiday all day long, call it whatever you want. Even though I have to work on the weekends. But what happened this weekend is garage sales. Whoop, there's a bit of glare. The garage sales really kick off this weekend. And I got to go to a great one that is annual around here. We have a old World War II RCAF training airbase just down the road here. It's an amazing complex with great history. Young men and women were sent here from Australia, New Zealand, obviously Canada, some from the United States as well, and I'm sure probably other places, to train, to learn how to fly fighter planes. I touched my face again. For those who follow along, I always touch my face quite a bit in videos. You can make a drinking game out of it. It's fun. We'll call that number one. But yes, they trained out here largely on Harvard trainer planes. It's a big yellow plane. You might be able to see it in the thumbnail. I think I put that in the picture. So there's a lot of history there, and they have a museum. Although most of the whole place is decommissioned, there are two large original hangars still there, and they one of them is used as a museum, and it has a couple of Harvards in there, and a bunch of other planes, and a lot of history in that place. And they raise money through this garage sale. People donate stuff throughout the year, and then they have this big garage sale. I have gotten some incredible things out of it in the past. Lately, not as much, but that's fine. Usually I just go, and whether I get anything or not, I'll throw 20 bucks in their jar just to sort of help out with the museum, because it's a great piece of history to have and an important piece of history from around here. I did get a new chest harness, and I didn't have the angle set up very good on it. So from a lot of this video, for the first little bit, because I'm not going to put it all on there because I was in there for hours, it's facing the ground. So when I walk right up to the tables, you can see, but you don't get a sweep of the whole thing, and I apologize for that. I'm going to work on figuring out the angle that's correct for doing this. Bear with me, I'm new with chest harnesses. And I also did forget to film right when I walked in, because for me, I'm a picker first and a YouTuber second. Hopefully I always will be. And I need my hands free. So my hands are going. I'm excited about running in, because we had to line up for about, a good half hour beforehand. There were about 40, 50 people lined up there. And when you get in, you get all excited, and I forgot to hit play. So then I remembered, and I went ahead and we did that. So yeah, I got some really great things, and I'll show you those at the very end of this video. Try to not get some glare in there. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, we'll cut to me going in.
I don't know, that there's a price table over there, right?
Oh,
Where you
okay.
put the better stuff.
All right, I'll head over there then. Thanks, John.
secret hiding place. Oh.
Hi, Connie. How are you?
Good.
Are you keeping all the good stuff?
Yeah.
Look at this.
I know it, right?
Take a picture? Yeah, you get several of those.
Yeah.
No green.
good.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
Find your way.
There, bus.
Oh, that's all right. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I was asking about you.
Oh, I always do. I always do. Every year. Every year.
Hard to get all those
Okay, so we're back at the shop, and this is the stuff I came up with today. I did hit a few other garage sales other than the airport one, and picked up one or two other things. Not a great deal of stuff. It wasn't huge stuff, but you know, I did get some great things. The best thing I got was actually after I walked out of the airport garage sale, and it was on the grounds, and I'll show you that in the end. One more little cut to that after this, and that'll be the end, and I'll explain what that was. It's a really cool piece, and I got it fairly inexpensively, so I'm pretty happy with that, but we'll go through what I got here. So I saw these right when I walked in. I grabbed them and threw them into my cart. I don't know if you see that in the video or not, but definitely it's here. It's got some goop or something on there to clean up. Fiberglass, shades green. The base is rough, but here's the thing. Hit that with some Brasso, it might clean up. Oh, sorry, I got my lint roller. This is where I take photos and stuff for eBay when I do this. So, yeah, or worst case scenario, people paint them. They just get some metal paint and clear up the rust and paint that base and use it again. They give off a really cool glow. It's the visible fiberglass, probably 1960s, maybe a bit earlier, I don't know, but that'll clean up really nice. So that was there. This was the other thing that I reached across a lady for, and I felt really bad about, but I apologized, and she didn't seem to even notice, so that was good. It is a Sound Design Super 8 portable 8-track player. And I checked. The battery component in there is really clean. Sometimes, oh, there you go. Sometimes the battery components of those things don't. I don't know if it works. I haven't had a chance to test it yet. Probably will, honestly. But even if it doesn't, they sell for $40, $50 just for parts on eBay as is. So if it doesn't work, who cares? Same with this lamp set. I'll probably stick it in the store once I clean it up for around the $100 mark, maybe less. We'll see. Could be 75, could be 60. Who knows? See how well it cleans up. I thought this initially when I grabbed it was West German, because it's a nice size floor base. It looks like a West German piece, honestly, by the size of it. It is definitely vintage, and unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, I don't know, there is no West German markings because it's probably not West German, and I can't make out what that is on there, but I believe that is Canada. So this is a piece of Canadian pottery. We did do that, and clearly it was made around the same time as most of the West German stuff was. Obviously, domestic pottery producers in Canada were trying to compete with the West German stuff that was coming in from West Germany, hence the name. And they did a lot of copies. Even Blue Mountain Pottery did a sort of a fat lava version. Blue Mountain Pottery changed a lot of their shapes to look similar to the West German stuff that was coming in. So they knew they had competition. They adapted. I'm not 100% sure what that company's name is. I'll probably do actually a pencil rubbing on it. Sometimes marks, if you can't make them out, if you do like a light pencil rubbing on a piece of paper over top of the back, helps in picking it up. This is just a neat pot that I liked. Again, it's got a marking on there, and I'm not 100% sure who it is, but I just thought it was a nice little pot. Really well done, nice glaze. So I picked that up too from there. I will show you the other thing that I got technically, but that was sort of it. There wasn't a lot this year for me. Lots of people were grabbing stuff left, right, and center. It is always a feeding frenzy at the beginning. I've gotten great toys there in the past. I've gotten some really cool books. There were no records this year, and I didn't see any cassette tapes either, which was a little disappointing because usually I grab a bunch. Yeah, so that was that. But then I went on to hit a couple more garage sales, and actually this was somebody just gave me this. The lady did. Now I'm not going to be able to spread it out, so you'll have to sort of, or maybe I will. Here, let's do a bit of adjusting. How's that for some like terrible camera work on the fly? We'll put you on top of here. There you go. And now I can sort of think it out. It is a Miller High Life poster for Fort Lauderdale's 1982 spring break, and I think it's just hilarious. And I picked it up and I said how much, and the lady's like, "Oh, you can just have it." So I felt bad and I offered her money, and she said, "No, just take it." And I was like, "Okay." She's like, "If it didn't sell today, it was going in the garbage." She's like, "I'm glad it's going someplace." So happy to get that. There was another. The Lions Club tried to do a garage sale at the same time as the airport one this weekend, which is understandable because a lot of people come into town this May 2-4 weekend. It's not even May 2-4. It's the Victoria Day weekend. But not a lot of people set up at it, unfortunately. But there were a few pieces, and I picked this one up. I've been telling myself to stop buying pottery, but I just can't. Dante Ricardo. Yeah, I think so. I just thought it was like a really cool piece. It's actually in a really interesting shape, form, and sort of well executed. And again, signed piece, so I picked that up. I don't think it was more than a couple of bucks. These I picked up. They're old vintage roller skates from Dominion, Canada. I've had pairs of these sell through here before. I think these, even though they're black, they might be ladies because they are very slim this way. But they're cool. They're in really nice shape, actually. and those were $10. So you can just look up online nowadays what roller skates are going for. It's no, it's gone up a lot over the last few years. So that is basically everything that I grabbed this weekend garage sailing. Now I'll show you the last thing, which is the best thing in my opinion, although that sound design Super 8 portable 8-track player is pretty cool. This next thing is really cool, so we'll go to that now. And that is what I consider to be the best thing that I got at garage sailing this weekend. And it technically didn't come from the airport garage sale itself, but it was right next to it, because there is another hangar that actually is up there from the original World War II air base, and it has been rented out, and there's like a woodworking shop in there. And I guess the people who were in there decided, hey, you know what, all these people line up for a garage sale, we'll put some stuff out. And they did it after, because when we were lined up and ready to go in, it wasn't open. But when I came out, bang, there it was. They had the door open. And somebody was actually already looking at this guy. And I was like, you do that sort of hover. Now, etiquette states you do not interfere, and I don't care what anybody else says. There is some etiquette amongst flippers and pickers. You don't interfere with another person's sale. So I just kept my distance, had a look, waited for the heartbreak when the man got out his money, and instead he said, nah, and walked away. And I couldn't have gotten over there fast enough. And I had to look at it. What this is probably, I have to open it up and have a look at the serial numbers and stuff on it, but I believe it is a early 1950s, might even be late 40s, Evinrude Sportsman outboard boat motor. And the guy told me he had it running at one point, but he wasn't sure if it ran anymore. He never put it in water. It was, somebody left it to him, and he was just going to use it as sort of a man cave thing. People collect these. Motorheads collect anything, and this is one of the things that has sort of picked up in the last few years is vintage boat motors. And again, this, I can't tell if this is a 3 or an 8 horsepower. I'll know after I sort of open it up and have a look inside. These things are great. The streamlining on the design of them here. Yeah, let's see, do I have the badge over there? This has probably been repainted, I think. I'm not 100% sure if that's the original paint or not. And the reason primarily why I think that is because, I don't know if you can see it, when you flip it up here, you can see there's another paint on the underside. Now that could just be primer. But again, something I'll have to look into. It is dusty. It is dirty. There is paint loss across the top. That's good as far as I'm concerned. People think I might clean this up and obviously get rid of a lot of that grunge and dirt that has built up along there over the years. But so in terms of valuations, not working, they sell for over $150 on eBay, plus a gargantuan amount for shipping, because this thing is heavy. It ain't light. Working, I couldn't find a working one with sold comps, but other comparable models are selling in the $350 range. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I don't know if that's what I'm going to get. I'm going to clean it up. I'm even going to try to get it running just to make sure, because even if it doesn't, I can just sell it as parts. But it's cool. For those who don't know, basically this little clamp here, you could clamp it on the back of any little boat and away you went. I've seen these were put on canoes and all kinds of things with a little bit of 2x4 work across your canoe. You could strap this thing on and away you go for a day of fishing. So yeah, that was the thing, and you can see what I paid for it. Pretty happy to have got that price for it. So that was the best part. Now here's the thing, I did forget a bag so that I picked up at another garage sale. So here's some other stuff from that. This is a vintage 1980s wrinkles hand puppet, and you put your hand inside there. It's from Gans Brothers. It's made in Korea. Not a great deal of money involved in this. I don't think, $10, maybe $15. But it's just he's got his in really good shape. He's got his original dog tag on there and the ear markings in there. So like I said, yeah, like 10-15 bucks. I think it was $1 at a garage sale, so I picked that up. This is a little decanter. Now, not exactly the most politically correct thing anymore, but there are people out there collecting them. I just sold a cowboy one from the same era, and it's in pretty good shape. I like the original paint on there. It's fairly respectably done. It's not, you know, I think in any way, shape, or form to sort of degrade Native American people. I wouldn't have that in my shop in any way, shape, or form if it did, or any race for that matter. But I think it's a great little piece. It would have been, like I say, a little liquor bottle, liquor decanter. There's lots of these in Western themes. I've had cowboys as well, and that actually sold last time. It used to be sitting up there. That's my other TV went to. So yeah, again, same kind of thing. I think like around $1 or something like that. This was just a little Westinghouse. Now, this is the kind of thing normally I would probably just pass on, but again, it was only a couple of bucks. Don't know if it works or not. Even if it doesn't, this is the kind of thing that people want for shelf sitter or decorator item or even film prop, because I do get set decorators come through here every so often. So that'll just sort of sit on there and the price is right. And then this. 10 years ago, I used to sell these for like $5-10 bucks a piece max. Now they're going for 25 plus on eBay, plus shipping on top of that. So I pick them up whenever I can. I can't remember where these guys are from, if it was Burger King or McDonald's, but it was some restaurant. And it's all the original WWF, I think 88 or 89. There's got to be a thing on there. Titan Sports. Cannot see a date on there. All the wrestling aficionados were 1990. Whoa, that's later than I thought. Are losing their minds, but I have a couple others of them over there. You can see them, and they are regular sellers. I usually stick between $20 and $25 on them. That's Canadian prices, folks, and they sell fairly steady. I got a lot of wrestling guys in town. So that is it. That is everything that I got. This for me is the highlight. I'm going to probably spend some time, get out some car wax, give that a good shine up, and yeah, put it in the shop, maybe even up on Marketplace. So that's it. I hope you guys were not too put off by the initial thing of the bad angle for the inside of the garage sale, and you stuck around till the end to see what I think was the best. So I'm just wandering now. Yeah. If you guys like this kind of content at all, I do better. I swear there's some videos that actually are pretty decent. But my stuff is the key. I always find pretty decent stuff. I'm going to put an attachment to my other garage sale finds playlist. If you want to go through, you can see what I've gotten in the past. And yeah, if you do like this stuff, it'd be great if you could subscribe, put a little like on there, maybe make a comment, let me know what you think. But you don't have to. I'm not the boss of you, and you know, this is just casual stuff. All right, bye.